Anyway, I got Mark Serrano with us, Proactive Communications President, former top advisor to President Bush, Marjorie Clifton, former Obama campaign consultant, and Lenny Alcivar, former Romney Digital Rapid Response Director. They all have to do this in the voice of Lou Costello, but not really. All right, so I'm looking at this and I'm saying, wait a minute, and Lenny, help me out with this. You're criticizing the very type of entertainment or entertainer you've morphed into being on these shows.
That's right, Neil. Listen, neither Donald Trump nor anyone else in America should be lectured about reality TV politics by this president. Let's remember, 24 hours before he was admonishing Republicans and attacking Donald Trump for being the reality TV show candidate, the White House released a video of the president dancing with 2 stormtroopers to Uptown Funk in the White House. This is not just the made-for-TV president.
Very funny and very good. All I'm just saying, he should never. I'm okay with any of that stuff. What bothers me then is that he criticizes another guy for doing the same thing. So I don't think we see enough of that. I don't think Republicans reach out enough to the audience that admires and appreciates this type of thing, including a lot of young people, by the way. So I'm looking at that, and I don't know. I mean, it just seems very goofy to me. But Mark, what are your thoughts?
Well, this administration, Neil, has been like a reality show. In fact, it should be titled The Obama Years, Broken Afraid, or how about Strange Recovery? It's because he's acting like the hypocrite in chief once again. Look, say what you want about Trump and his reality show, but The Apprentice was $1 billion franchise. Trump himself netted $213 million. He created jobs, he created wealth, and he created tax receipts as well for the government. So, you know, whereas Obama, who's been on late-night shows 9 times, Oprah 3 times, The View 2 times, and he even interviewed with a YouTube star who was famous for bathing in Fruit Loops. Every time they take a trip.
You tried it. Don't knock it till you try it. But Marjorie, I'm looking at this and I'm just saying, what's the problem? I mean, I think that this shows a versatility ability. To think that you're all one way or all one day, why even go there? Especially when among the shows the president's appeared on is The Apprentice.
Well, because I don't think he's actually criticizing the fact that he has been on TV or been part of shows. And then you look at administrations across history, I mean, we have to remember Ronald Reagan was an actor first. Being an effective entertainer, being someone who appears down to earth, appearing on those kinds of shows is something that's very common in presidencies and not a bad thing in and of itself. I think what he is criticizing is the fact that the substance with which Trump is running is much like a reality TV show. It's the difference between watching 20/20 and 60 Minutes and watching the Kardashians, because most of what he says, and pretty much all of what he says, is to get basically a rise out of people.
It's about the dignity of the White House.
All I'm saying, guys, is that you doth protest too much. I mean, to say that Donald Trump is just a reality TV guy leaves aside the fact that, and he, by the way, he doesn't come on this show, doesn't flip over me, and he don't. You might be surprised. But I'm just saying that there's much more to this guy. A guy who's built businesses, expanded real estate empires, casino operations, made money in a field that's tough to make money. Criticize the bankruptcies and all that, but he's not a cartoon character. So what I resent, I guess, is this idea that a president is happily going to appear on any of these venues, then has the nerve to criticize a guy who's known for only one of those venues. That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
So, Neil, but look, here's how this is playing out. What Obama's trying to do is to suggest that Donald Trump isn't fit for the office, that he wouldn't bring dignity to the White House. Whereas Obama is such a hypocrite in the way that he's brought swagger to the White House. You know, and the way in which, you know, he goes on these shows, he takes trips, his White House doesn't even report, you know, the cost of these trips to taxpayers when he's going on these ridiculous shows.
Republicans could learn, I'll tell you, Republicans could learn from that. Lenny,
but he's brought the integrity of the White House down.
Yeah. But just don't give me the hypocrisy. Just that's all I'm saying. Don't then all of a sudden say you don't like it.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
Look,
Lenny first, and I'll get to you. I promise, Marjorie.
Listen, I totally agree with that. You're not going to find, Neil, a bigger digital advocate than me. I represent Targeted Victory, the largest digital firm on the right. But what I think is important is that's fine if you want to be the YouTube president. That's fine if you want to be the made-for-TV president. But despite the fact that he is a hypocrite for going on these shows, some of this stuff has a lot of consequence.
Marjorie, that's where I say fine. Then shut up. Don't lecture. That's
Right.
what I'm saying.
Again, the criticism is about substance. It's not about, I think it's a both and, you know, to the point of digital strategy. You have to be able to appeal. But where has Trump, literally, where has he talked about a single policy that has actual substance or has not him pivoting to some other statement that is purely about infotainment?
That's about a campaign.
That's a very different argument. But I want to thank you all very, very much.